In the sprawling, sun-drenched mansion at the edge of the city, the millionaire's children lived in a world both opulent and confining. The twins, Emma and Ethan, were 8 years old, living behind walls of gold and velvet, yet the world they didn't see was cloaked in darkness. Doctors had long declared their blindness irreversible. Every medical chart, every specialist report ended with the same grim conclusion. Their parents, wrapped in their corporate empires and social duties, had grown accustomed to the twins' condition, treating it with quiet pity rather than desperate hope. Into this gilded isolation came a young woman named Leela, a new addition to the household staff. She was striking not in wealth or education, but in her quiet confidence and deep empathy. Lila had grown up in modest surroundings, understanding hardship as intimately as sunlight, and had nurtured an uncanny way of connecting with children who seemed unreachable. Her first day at the mansion was a whirlwind of introductions and orders, but her eyes were most attentive to the twins, who regarded her cautiously from their wheelchair-bound perch in the corner of the grand living room. Lila's approach was unconventional. She did not pity the children. She did not ask them to describe darkness, nor did she insist on medical terms or treatments. Instead, she brought with her simple routines filled with textures, sounds, and scents. A silk scarf, a bowl of fragrant spices, the gentle hum of a lullaby, used each to awaken a world of perception that no doctor had considered. The twins responded in subtle ways at first, their fingers brushing against objects with tentative curiosity, their small faces lighting with moments of recognition that confounded the expectations of everyone around them. The transformation was gradual but profound. Day after day, Leela encouraged them to explore the garden, touch the bark of trees, feel the breeze on their skin, and listen to the birds with rapt attention. She read to them stories of distant lands, describing colors as vividly as sounds, turning ordinary experiences into multi-sensory adventures. Slowly, the twins began to interact with the world differently. Their hands moved with more purpose, their laughter became freer, and the mansion, once a cage of silence and routine, transformed into a vibrant playground of discovery. At first, their parents were skeptical. The millionaire, a man of logic and contracts, found it hard to believe that such change could occur without medical intervention. Their mother, often distant and preoccupied, initially dismissed Lila's methods as quaint, sentimental, or even naive, yet the results were undeniable. One morning, Emma reached out for a sunbeam, her tiny fingers tracing its path across the marble floor. And Ethan, giggling, identified a flower by its texture alone. The parents, witnessing these moments, felt a mixture of awe and disbelief. Word of the twins' progress began to ripple through the household. Other staff members watched in quiet admiration, and the city's elite began whispering about the miracle children and the maid who had awakened them. Yet Lila never sought credit. She simply persisted in her work, driven by a deep conviction that sight was not merely a function of eyes, but of attention, courage, and love. She nurtured patience where impatience had long taken root, and fostered joy where fear had lingered. Months passed, and the transformation deepened. The twins were not only more aware of their surroundings, but began to communicate with confidence, exploring textures, colors, and movements that had previously been alien to them. Their laughter became infectious, breaking through the rigid routines of the mansion. For the first time, their parents saw their children not as fragile or limited, but as full, vibrant individuals capable of perception, emotion, and creativity beyond their expectations. The story of the millionaire's twins and their remarkable awakening became more than a private miracle. It became a testament to the power of empathy, intuition, and unconventional care. Leela, who had arrived as just another employee, became an inseparable part of the family's life. She had reshaped the world not through wealth, status, or technology, but through patience, attentiveness, and belief in possibilities that others had long dismissed. By the time the twins turned 9, they were no longer blind in the way the world had defined it. They experienced life fully, navigating both the mansion and the gardens with remarkable awareness. Their bond with Lila grew unbreakable, testament to the truth that sometimes the people we least expect to change our lives are the ones who do. The parents, once distant and preoccupied, learned to embrace the unseen, the unconventional, and the transformative power of human connection. In the end, the mansion remained a palace of luxury, but more importantly, it became a sanctuary of discovery and love. The Millionaire's twins had seen the world not through conventional sight, but through the vision of the heart and mind, awakened by the quiet, relentless dedication of a young maid who refused to accept limits. And in that awakening, everyone around them discovered that true sight goes far beyond the eyes.